Here's a question we're all asking. How do we take care of our hair during this time of quarantine? Salons are closed and we're encouraged not to leave our houses, so what do? Well, today we've got some advice. We're talking to longtime stylist Crystal Miles of Princess Anne. How you doing, Crystal?
I'm doing great. Hi. Nice to see everybody.
Absolutely. So I think the first thing that I've heard of is people worried about their haircuts. A lot of people I feel like are having their spouses maybe help out. What are some tips you have about that?
Sure. I think the major thing for a man, men can typically push their haircut a little bit longer if they keep the edges of their hair trimmed up. So that's something that they could get their wife to do, or they could do in the mirror themselves, even using trimmers of any kind. They could go in and just shape up around the hairline and let the rest of it kind of grow long. If it's a man who keeps their hair really short, you could use clippers. What I recommend is starting out with a lower guard. So starting low and graduating up every inch or two. For a female, a lot of the things that we worry about is the bangs or the front part of our hair, what we see. I want to show you, if you wanted or needed to trim your bangs, how you could do that.
Yeah.
So one of the things that you want to do is you want to section the bang area. So you like to take a comb, you put it to the side of your head. Where it starts to bend is usually where the bang would start if a stylist was cutting your hair.
Gotcha.
So you're going to find that bend and you're going to section down basically to around the eyebrow, where the eyebrow comes. Then you'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Once you've got that section, if your bangs are a little longer like mine, as you can see, my bangs are a little longer. What you can do is you can twist them. What you'll want to do is you'll want to take your scissors. Now, if you don't have any fancy scissors like I have, you could use something in your kitchen, or, the little trimming scissors that you can get that aren't like, that you get what I'm saying. And you'll want to cut up and in. So you won't cut your finger, obviously, but up in an angle and point cut so that it's a little bit jaggedy.
Okay.
And just trim that section there. And when it comes down, then what will happen is it will flow around in like a U shaped. And again, if you wanted to do the bottom angle, I would recommend sectioning off the hair. So if you had angles around your face, section, and then you could just take and lightly notch out those pieces.
Here's another thing people are asking about. A lot of people are worried about their roots growing in.
Yes.
People with color. So what in the world are they going to do?
Okay, so two big things you need to know about color. If your hair is dark and you have gray roots, you want to do a test section first. So go buy the color that you think is going to match as closely to your hair that you have on your ends. One other thing that's important with the application process is just do the sections that you really need done, okay? So if you have gray hair and you part your hair like mine and then you wear it up in a ponytail, you're going to color all around the hairline. You're going to color about an inch of this section here. I would leave the rest if you're not going to be doing anything too crazy. When you go to apply the color, so if anyone's going to be doing this for the husband, for the wife, put your hand in the place. So say I have that much hair growth, put a glove on, put your hand in the place, and as you apply with the brush, you won't go too far down on their hair that's already been done.
I love your knowledge, Crystal. This is so helpful.
Yes, I wanted to also share for any of the women of age who maybe struggle with styling their hair. Some women struggle to get their arms up really high. What I recommend doing is keeping your elbows locked in and bend your head in section or curl, so that way you can reach up higher on your head. And product is going to be your friend. Using hairspray, teasing the hair. One of the ways that you tease the hair would be to lift, take a comb in and push down.
Okay.
And that just creates a little bit of oomph, which hides a lot of problems.
Love the oomph.
And the only other thing I wanted to mention, which is really awesome and very helpful for us blondes, if you really just don't want to take a risk at coloring your hair, is using some type of hair powder. This, or even if you've got baby powder, you can put the baby powder, hair powder right in your root, and that will buy you another 2 to 3 weeks.
Crystal, thank you so much. I think I learned so much, and I hope everybody else did too.
Wonderful. I'm glad I could be of any help.
You're gonna have lots of happy hair on Delmarva now.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.